You might have been looking at that last demo and thinking, if only we had some sort of calendar control that would drop down when the user entered focus on that release date text box. Of course, that functionality is available in the Ajax Control Toolkit, but we're not using the Control Toolkit with the MVC framework. So instead, I'm going to turn to another jQuery project, the jQuery UI project. jQuery UI provides a number of lightweight widgets, including a calendar, accordion, slider, dialog, tab, and progress bar, all those controls that you like to have in an Ajax application. And as we'll see, they're very easy to use. So let's go to the jQuery UI website. And from here, we are able to build a custom download. And you can see there's a tremendous amount of functionality available. There's all sorts of interactions you can program against. There's the widgets that I listed on that slide. And there's also a number of effects that you can apply to DOM elements. So you can make DOM elements explode and pulsate and highlight. Those are those neat little visual effects that you can give to end users that really polish an application and help to give feedback to the user and draw their attention to certain areas of the screen. But one of the reasons we're allowed to build a custom download is because there's so much functionality here that the resulting even minified file is going to be about a 300 kilobyte download for the client. If we're not using everything, what we can do is come in and deselect all the components and pick just those pieces that we're going to make use of, and it'll build us a custom download. You can see in this case the minified JavaScript file that we're going to be using is going to be about 150 kilobytes. So let's download that, and I'm going to open up the zip. And what we need to do is copy out the JavaScript and the CSS. Oh, before I do that, I did want to point out that there are also different CSS files that you can get included in this download. So there's a number of really nice looking professional downloads. The default one is called Smoothness. Let's go with one that's called Vader. That'll give us a different CSS file in this download. And now this file is downloaded. Let's go into the JavaScript, find the jQuery UI minified version, and we're going to take that and again copy it into our scripts folder. Then we're going to come back to the zip and locate the CSS file that we're going to use. It's in a folder called Vader. So we'll take custom.css and put it in our content folder. Now we just need to add these scripts to our create view and wire up the date picker. So I'm going to take the UI script and include that after we include the jQuery validation, and I'm going to also include the UI CSS file. Once that is all in place, we can come to moviecreate.js, and what we need to do is attach that date picker to the release date input. So I'm just going to select it. I'm going to tell jQuery to go out and find something with an ID of release date inside of an element that has a class of create, and then attach a date picker. So let's run the application and see how that behaves. We're going to go to create new, come into release date, and there's our date picking control. Now, I should also point out that when we invoke that date picker function, we'll once again have the ability to specify all sorts of options here. And if you go to the jQuery UI website, you'll see all the options. You have the ability to customize the behavior and the look of this calendar control.